It's just Brandon podcast for you, making your Wednesday evening not like doo-doo, talking crazy things that I see in the news. It's just Brandon podcast for you. What's good, people? It's just Brandon podcast Wednesday afternoon / evening, and I'm rolling a little later than normal because my computer decided to have like 2 minor strokes. So yes, I got finished. I had a really interesting phone call with my homeboy. I'm not gonna say his name. And he was having, like, as we all do, having our own beefs and issues. And we just got to the whole point of family. It's like, when do you say, like, enough is enough? When do you say, look, love you to death. You ain't supporting me, though. I need to cut this for a little bit till I can get mine together. Then maybe we can be cool. So I expect that a lot of people would have, a opinion on it. It was like, well, you should be able to work it out. Old and young can very rarely ever work anything out. It's like what the old says goes, and what the young says is pushed to the side. And what the old says is then to be followed with no questions, no qualms, and no, opposition. And in the world that we live in, I know it's going to sound weird, but in this day and age, adults can be wrong about so many more things than they could have been about 50 or 60 years ago because of the invention of the internet. The internet makes so many different forms of information, accessible. Parents can be really out of depth with, a lot of things quite easily, And it's a thing where, and the thing is, I'm talking about general facts. So let's bring it down to the whole point of, talking about, careers and stuff. Like, if I want to do something, and if my aunt or uncle don't support me, there's only so much I can listen to them without it derailing me off my track of my path. Yeah, I've been listening to the 48 Rules of Power. I'll listen to an audiobook. The book is real. It is no joke. It talks about paths to power. And one of the chapters does specifically talk about not letting negative people in your life. Because if you let a negative person in your life, or a person is not affluent or doing things, you're going to eventually have to sympathize, empathize of why they aren't doing what they're supposed to do. And by you empathize, you condone. And by you condoning, you then say, hey, it's not that bad in their life. My life actually could do a little bit of that myself. And it seeps in. It's not immediate, but it seeps in slowly. And it gets into your life. And then before you know it, you're not ambitious. You're making excuses. You're not hungry. You're feeling kind of full. And you just think, you know what? I'll do it tomorrow. And the damage has been done. So, yeah. It was one of those conversations. But, I'm actually proud of him because, he put his foot down. As loud as a guy can put his foot down in a primarily female-dominated household. He put his foot down, he said his piece, he didn't get emotional, and he's doing better for it. And I support anyone. I'm not even anti-family. I'm anti-anyone hating on your dream. Actually, don't scratch that. I am anti-anyone who's dumb enough to let someone hate on their dream, like family. Well, I'm sorry, you gotta know when to call it cuts. Adults, you lived your life. You've lived it. You've had your chance. Let it go. If you want to, support someone, then you support them. And let's be real, adults know how to support a kid. They can support them by getting information, by being, insightful, by giving words of wisdom. They can be detrimental by coming down on them for the minorest infraction, by making them feel dumb, character shots where, one spoon in the sink and then questioning your whole morality about how you're going to get a job in life. If you're leaving spoons in the sink, what kind of man leaves a spoon in the sink? Yeah. So I'm saying, parents, y'all know. And the thing is, this is why being a parent scares me. Because you really got to be on your P's and Q's. You can't let nothing slip. Because kids are sponges. They soak up everything. Everything you tell them, everything you show them, everything you don't explain, everything that you don't fully... They absorb it. Kids really just take it all in. And that's why I'm terrified. Because I could raise a kid, and I think I'm doing a good job, And then in his mind, I'm screwing him up. He's going to be the next Mussolini or the next Hitler. Because you just don't know. You just don't... You got to really be on your job. As a parent, you got to know yourself. You got to have that down to a T. You got to make sure that you're there for your kid. You got to make sure that the family structure's right. Because if kid sees daddy bringing mama, different girls in the house, out the house, in the house, out the house, kid going to think, you know what? I need to have a girl in the house, out the house, in the house, out the house. And it goes both ways. if the kid ain't never able, if the kid, can't ever see, let's be real. Now, ladies, on your side, kids put this together. It's like, wait a minute. So, Johnny, my best friend, he has a daddy, and his mom and dad live in the same house. How come my mom have different guys in and out the house, but they don't ever be called daddy? And I'll see one guy and never see him again. Kids put it together. They may not want to say it out loud out of respect, but they put it together. Coming off a little heavy on this podcast, I have been eating. I say eating, like, check this out. This happened to me the night before last. This was one of those moments where my heart could have actually jumped out of my chest and cried. I had my food, and I had Mario Kart 64. I said, you know what? I'm going to play me some Mario Kart, because I haven't played Mario Kart in a while, so let me do this. And I thought, while my food's cooling, I'll play some Mario Kart. So don't ask me why. I have a vision of my food falling on the floor. So I take it off the couch and I put it on the flattest part of the couch. I mean horizontalist part of the couch. I mean the flattest flat. I'm talking about like Iggy Azalea front flat. I'm talking about flatter than flat. I put it flat down. Went to go get my water. Come back. Food was cool. So I got the food, put it on my lap. I got the joystick, got the fumble, and the plate of food careens to the floor. The plate didn't smash. It was just my chicken, my rice, everything was on the floor. I wasn't even mad. I just thought, what a waste. That would have been so much better in my tummy. What a waste. Of course, I could have yelled. I could have screamed. I could have shouted. What good would it have done? I would have been yelling at myself. I would have been getting angry at myself. And if we lived in a world where, if you get angry at yourself, if you yell loud enough, if you worry enough, the problem that you have will go away. Then yeah, brother would have went, oh man, I dropped my food. Oh, jeez. Can't believe it's all in the carpet. Oh, man, I got rice and carpet and peas and barbecue, carpet sauce. Ah! Then bang, would have been fixed. Control Z, fixed. But as that ain't the case, it wasn't much to say. Just started picking up the rice grains. One by one, then two by two. Had to pick up the food that was right next to my shoe. Fall. Yeah, my food fell. Oh my goodness, food fell all over the floor. Fell. I don't know, food fell. What I'm gonna do about my food? Gonna go to sleep because I have attitude. Can I saw my food? It fell on my floor. Fell on my floor. Oh goodness. But yes, dropped a whole plate of food on the floor. It was one of those moments. It's like I'm never playing video games while eating again. I'm not gonna play video games near any type of food. Any type of food. I just dropped the yawn. I gotta be careful because I spoke some jibber jabberish nonsense last week, and I apologize for it. I've got some looks from people from it. I apologize. I don't know what I was talking about. No, your boy ain't got a secret life that I'm trying to conceal. No, I ain't got no demons in the closet. I was just very tired. So this time around, if a brother feel himself slipping, I'm going to pause, push some push-ups, come back, and continue with the podcast. Moving on. Let's do these shout-outs right quick. Shout out to my boy Afro Soler, retweeted the podcast. Finally, it's catching on. Retweeted links for the podcast. It is much respected, much love. Shout out to Huey's twin, Afro Soler. And appreciate the love, brother. Keep it going on. Next up, the art space. That's Equity UK approved theater space above the Der Biesver Arms, North London. That's N1 London. Theater, improvisation, and comedy. Home of FA Improv. Yes, FA Improv. I may be getting that wrong, but yes. They got training and shows going on. For more information, you can get to www.cogartspace.com. That's www.cogartspace.com. Cogart Space. www.cogartspace.com. Why am I giving them a shout out? Because they favorited some links from the podcast. And of course, with them is the one, the only Comedy Room. It's a canon new comedy venue that opens in July. It's got cabaret and variety. Submit your shows today. No higher fees. Visit the flagship venue at Cogarts. And the reason I'm giving them them a shout out. It's because they favorited your boy. Because they favorited your boys. Podcast. Yeah. Whoop. All right. So, moving on from the shout outs, going into recent news. Okay. Busker. Now, you know buskers, they're on the street, they have a license, not on the street, but like they're in a general area, maybe along an embankment or an open space, and they're performing for a bunch of people, and whatever you throw their way is whatever they get. Whoa, second yawn, but I'm not speaking gibberish, so your boy's gonna keep pushing. Right. All right, on a nighttime bus to Dublin, there is a guy who sits on the... Now, buskers have different skills. Some play the violin, others sit on a pole that's like in some type of construct so you can't really see it and it looks like they're floating. Some of them try to stay very, very still. This individual plays the bagpipes. The bagpipes. He plays the bagpipes on the bus. I do not know about you, but the last thing I want to hear late at night, my head's probably throbbing, I'm on a freaking bus, I'm far from home, I would throw him money to shut him up, but I wouldn't give him money to encourage him. I would say, listen, dude, listen, my head hurts. I'm very freaking tired. It's about 2 a.m. in the freaking morning. Shut those bagpipes up, I'll give you £5. Don't shut those bagpipes up, I'll shove them up your ass. I will break them and I will shove them up your anus one by one. Stop playing your bagpipes. Do you understand me, sir? Do you understand me, sir? I'm glad we have understanding. Here's a £5. I bid you have a nice evening. But bagpipes. I mean, I would love to see like ghetto busketeers. Like they're on a bus and they start a fight or something. They're like, yo, what's up, son? What you going on? Yo, what you looking at me for, son? I'm looking at you because I see a punk. I see a punk. Oh, you see a punk? Oh, you see now? I see a punk with his hands up. I'll tell you what. And they start to fight and stuff. And after the fight's over, you've now just witnessed an improvisation fight by the ghetto busketeers. Any money you have, please leave around. And we hear the police coming, so you got to give the money quick. We got to go. I would actually enjoy that. Or, some dudes that actually, no, I wouldn't enjoy freestyling. Because freestyle for me isn't an art anymore. For me, a guy who freestyles is a dude who just starts to talk about random items around the room, clothes you're wearing, things you have for breakfast, and make it into a very, very well thought out rhyme. You'll have dudes who are freestyling now, and their crew around them knows the words to say, and I'm like, wait, stop. How do your homies know the words to your freestyle, style? A freestyle is an improvised piece of lyric that comes off the top of your head. Not a rehearsed lyric that you had for months on end that everyone and their mama knows. That is not a freaking freestyle. That's like you devised the piece and you performed it. I respect you because it still takes skill to do that. Don't get me wrong. But you're not freestyling. Freestyling is an art. Freestylers should be given like a word. And they have to make a rap about that word. It'd be like, what is it? Whose line is it anyway or something like that? But as opposed to just talking, you'll be rapping. That is a real freestyle. I appreciate that. I digress. But bagpipes on the bus, I couldn't get with it. I couldn't even really say I'd support it unless it's to shut him up. Because that's just obnoxious. What's next, I tell you what. I could beat you up right now, or you can give me some money so I won't beat you. But why would you beat me up? It's an improvisation. But I'm not acting. Exactly. We're going to make it look really real. You don't know what punches I'm throwing because I'm going to improvise. You don't know if I have a crowbar or not because I'm going to improvise. And I'm going to do it in front of everyone. Toss him £5, he walks away. Maybe that was a little too dumb. Maybe it was a little too crazy. But at the end of the day, I told you it can never get out of your mind. Anywho, is that entertainment or is it annoying? You decide. Next story. There was a boy in this diner, right? And he saw this homeless guy in the diner. And he started begging his mom in front of everyone to buy the homeless man some food. And the mom caved in and did it. Everyone's saying, oh. And I'm like, oh, emotional blackmail by a 5-year-old. That's nice. That's really nice. It's nice to know that 5-year-olds can get away with emotional blackmail like that. I'm sorry. So like, Dad, buy the homeless man food. Son, why? Because he's hungry. Son, listen, I don't know if he's hungry. I don't know why he's homeless. Do you see me being homeless? No. You know why? Because, son, I made a decision. Your dad made a decision. I made a decision not to be homeless. I made a decision to make sure you got food, son. I made a decision, okay? He made a decision to be homeless and smell like urine. I made a decision to make money and feed you. You know what I'm saying? If you want it, you take your allowance and you go buy him food, okay? You're not going to blackmail me to go pay for this guy's food, okay? Sorry, son, not happening. You want to go get him food? I tell you what, I'll give you an advance in your allowance. Buy him some food. And if you come back, if he doesn't take you, run away and sell you, son, I'll say good on you. You did a good deed. I'm not buying him food, son. Cry your tears, son. Cry your tears. I'm not buying him food. You cry again, I'm going to give you something to cry about. Right, yeah. Yeah, it worked in 1994. It works now. It is a line that was passed on from me, from my mom. I'm passing it to you. Cry, I'll give you something to cry about, son. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. All right. Eat your freaking Happy Meal. I don't understand how those things are seen as cute. That kid now understands he can push his mom into anything by just crying or making a scene. And anyone else around is like, oh, that's so nice. That's so sweet. I wouldn't be saying that. I'm like, man, that's a damn shame. How is the son dictating to the mama who the mama need to feed or who the mama don't? If the guy was really that hungry and a genuine dude, then the diner may have thrown him a slice of bread. And if he was really lucky, he may get some butter on that bread. That's a plus. That's a plus. That's toast. Toast is a delicacy. You go to some African kids that are starving, you give them some toast, they'll eat it like it's filet mignon. That is a delicacy, some toast. But yeah, I'm not behind that story. I don't think it's nice. I don't think it's cool. That story actually gets my disdain. Because I do not think it's cool for parents to be blackmailed emotionally by their child. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. My mom would have caned me if I tried. If I saw a homeless. First off, I'm not talking to my mom like we're on equal terms. You think I could talk to my mom about money as a kid? I can't talk to my mom about money now. I keep my mouth shut. That's a off the books topic. I don't talk about it. Back when I was 5, they gonna say, hey mom, that guy over there is homeless. Can you buy him some food? My mom would say, you can give him your food if you want. Okay, don't you dare give him your food. I bought you food. I ain't bought no homeless man no food. You better sit down and go eat your food. You want to do something, go donate some money from home. Don't you give him no food. Don't you give him no food. You give him food, you have to take him home and he won't go away. No, he's not a dog. Shut up, boy. Just take your food, eat your food, and be grateful. You want to learn a lesson? Be grateful you got food, okay? Be grateful. He a grown man. That grown man should be able to provide himself with some food. If he can't, then oh well. I'm buying you food. Why am I even talking to you about this? You are 5. You are a child. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I'm not talking about. See, why you talking back? Why you talking back? Don't talk back to me, bro. Don't you talk back to me, bro. You know what? Wait till we get home. I'm not going to make a scene, but you wait till we get home. When my mom got really serious, she would just whisper, wait till I get home. You just wait. You just wait till we get home. And sometimes she give me a teaser of what's going to happen. Like on the ride home, she's driving. Both hands on the steering wheel, driving. She take the right hand off. Pow! And back on the steering wheel. I didn't even know what happens. Was that a comet? Was I just struck by the speed of light? I don't know what has happened. I just feel my jaw hurts now. That's weird. That's weird. And then I get home and I get the full feature. Because you just don't do that. You do not. As a kid, boy, I'm saying that kid's got powers that I could never even fathom. Not even. Next up, Kylie Jenner gains weight and gets hassled by the body shamers on Instagram. So what? You're Kylie Jenner. Thing is, it's messed up, right? Because weight gain will always get more criticism than weight loss. When weight loss is potentially a hell of a lot more dangerous than weight gain. You can have a heart attack if you become obese. Yes, you can. There's a lot of actual like health complications, not just like heart attack, high blood pressure. You could have like your kidneys could kick out on you. You could have your liver could die. There's many things that can happen when you're fat. It just happens a lot slower because like your body's getting all the nutrients and it just don't know what to do with it. But when you become anorexic, no one don't say nothing. No one don't say anything to you unless they're really real. If you're like, yo, listen, I can see your ribcage. I don't know what's going on, but it needs to stop. You need to be eating some food. You need to drink some soda. You need to stop vomiting every time you go to the toilet. It's not a good look, son. I know you don't always sing and yodel when you're in the toilet. No one says, yo, People don't do that, son. I know you're vomiting. Stop it. Stop sticking your finger down your throat. Stick some food in your throat and keep it down there. I'm saying I care. I'm saying I care. You know, you shouldn't be eating a mint and say, "Whoo, I'm full." You shouldn't be doing that, son. It's not a good look for you, son. I'm telling you, because I care. Because I care. Now go eat a steak. Now, y'all wait. But yeah, you're saying, people like, don't get it twisted. She's been criticized for using fillers, like to make her lips look fuller. Look, I'm sorry. If you want to do that, go you. Any dude who wants to get with a girl who's, got more makeup on than Mattel, I'm sorry, you deserve whatever you can get. If she turns out to be, half a female, then I say, yo, go get it. That's you. A lot of people are impressed by the aesthetics, how things look, and don't care about how things look on the inside. I saw this post, right? And I'm going to actually write some type of episode about this. And it was like, why do guys cheat on girls that look like Beyonce for a girl that look like, like a bag of foots or a wet duck or something? Listen, the prettiest girls, I will tell you from personal experience, the prettiest girls normally got the ugliest personalities. They got the ugliest. Why? Because they've never had to work on it because they've been too busy being pretty for over 20 years. So the inside's horrible. They use their comfort and convenience and everyone bowing to their feet. And when someone doesn't, then that dude's the victim or that guy's the bad guy. It is ridiculous. I will say, hand on heart, any dude who drops a Beyonce for a girl that looks like, I don't know, Precious or like much lesser, believe me, that Beyonce's inside look like Precious and Precious inside look like Beyonce. You may not want to believe it, but believe me, it happens on a regular basis. Kylie Jenner, personally, I really ain't got no time for her. I'm really not even interested in her. Only reason I know about her is because Tiger dates her. And, I somewhat listen to Tiger. That's the only reason. But on a whole, she gained a little bit of weight. Good. Eat some food. Gain some weight. Stuff your face. And stop being a stick figure for all these freaking girls out here. Young girls will stick their finger in their throat in a hot second if they think that it'll make them lose weight. Because in all the magazines, you see skinny girls or skinny women that have been either photoshopped or airbrushed or whatever. And then they think, oh my God, this is real. This is attainable. They can't achieve that in real life. For you to achieve it, you need to stick a finger down your throat. Someone needs to make the connection that this is the bad thing. Someone, somewhere over the rainbow. No, believe me, it's bad. If you've got to stick your finger down your throat, then rude gal you mad. Moving on. I found this and it's actually sort of funny. Washing bras too much can damage the breast. How? When you wash a bra too much, it can damage elasticity, which gives support to the bust, and those restrictions on the babies can cause damage. So ladies, buy a bunch of bras, wash them every so often, because if you wash your bra too much, it's like a dude washes his underwear. I can tell you, if I'm wearing underwear that's too tight, I'm feeling uncomfortable. After 2 hours, I'm feeling dizzy. After 3 hours, I'm probably in the A&E because my legs are blue. It is not a good look to have on clothes that are too tight. And a lot of people, men and female, men are the worst for this because dude will go to the gym for maybe 2-3 months. And he's like, oh, I want to show my results. So does he get his large shirt? No. Does he get his medium? No. Brother will get an XS shirt. Extra small. Because small shirts make you look big. Even though inside you're just the same little small person. They make you look big. And girls, yes. Listen, ladies, if you have to unbutton your pants at the end of the day and the first thing you say is, oh, and you got that line of embedding. It's like your skin was made by Levi. You got the button impression on your stomach. You've got the belt impression on your stomach. You got the belt line impression going around your waist. Then yeah, it's too tight. It ain't right. If it's too tight, it ain't right. Sit. If it's too tight, it ain't right. Sit. If it's too tight, it ain't right. I said, wait, what you got around your waist? Why you turning blue in the face? Cause your belt is too damn tight. It's just not right. Girl, what's up with you? Don't you love your body for what it is? Why you tripping trying to look like this, or this, or this, or this, or that? First of all, girl, you ain't fat. Your body is thick, and it's a blessing. Yeah, I'm talking to you, and I'm teaching you a lesson. That you gotta look at your mind and look at your body at the same time. I'm gonna end this rhyme. And, next on the weight tip. Kids are getting more obese. People born after World War II, that's 1945 for those who don't know, they didn't become obese until like their 40s. Whereas 80s babies, holla! 80s babies are 3 times more likely to be more obese than their parents and grandparents. Why? 1945. Do you think there was such thing as, buses? Yeah, of course there were. Do you think there was such things as cars? Yes, of course there were. But what was the difference? What was it? Because they made physicality a freaking priority when they were younger. You had to move, you had to run, you had to jump. School had mandatory PE programs that if you did not physically pass, you couldn't pass. So you couldn't afford to fail. Because if you failed there, then you ain't going to pass high school or middle school or whatever, So they had to put in the work. Nowadays, brother used to work at Sainsbury back in the day. I would see this on a regular basis. Can I get 15 slices of ham? Thin cut. Who are you fooling? Who? So what? It's thin. You got 15 slices. 15. Bread does not have that many loaves of bread. I will run through like a loaf of bread every 2 days because I make myself 4 sandwiches, which is 8 slices of bread. So that's 8 and 8, that's 16. I don't do bread back, so let's say 8, 8, 16, 18. 18 slices. 18 slices. If you put one thin slice on that, you ain't gonna be full. Don't you lie to me. You ain't full from one ham slice. You ain't good on one ham slice. You got about 3.5 to 5 slices of ham on your sandwich. Not even just get. I would never advocate slimming a diet. And a diet, by the way, is the food you eat. I would never advocate slimming it. I would just say, go do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some jumping jacks, jog, take a walk, something. Get your body moving. Do it for your body. Do it for your kids. Do it so you can see yourself long enough so you can get the freaking retirement money that you're putting in the government. Jesus! Put your body to work. And a lot of things are PC. Very, very PC nowadays. And since they're so PC, it's like if you try to get a kid to, if a kid's large, he's going to have a problem running because, the breathing's going to be kicking their ass and all the rest of this. So they're going to be real. That's when you say, son, look, here's some water. Now we can walk. After you're done panting, you get your breath back, we're going to jog some more. And you alternate it. You support the kid. If the mama's big, you can't let your kid get big because the health problems you got, you pass it on to your kid. Where's the love? Where is the love? Where's the love? Where's the consideration? Why are you just passing on bigness to your kids? And I'm talking the same as bigness. I'm talking about bulimia and anorexia. You gotta look out for your kids. And this is another reason why I ain't had kids yet. Why? Because there's a lot of responsibility. The way how I treat my body, I couldn't tell my kid to do that. I would be very disappointed, very ashamed of them. And that's why I don't do it. Because you got to be aware. You got to pay attention. You got to make sure that your kid's eating the right things for their body. You got to make sure the kid's eating right. Make sure that their shoe is tight. Make sure they can go take a walk without breathing like they did a 10K. Okay. Talk about getting the kids fit so their body don't act like and quit on them at the age of 34. Oh. Yeah, you got to put the work in, man. I mean, I like to move. I like to be active. I like to run. There ain't no guarantee my kid going like that. My kid could enjoy cooking, eating, and playing video games. That is not a very good combination for being a slim individual, a fit individual, a healthy individual. So if I see my kids going down the path of fatdom, they're going in the path of fatdom, then I need to like sort of curb where they're going. Like, hey son, you know what? Let's go take a little jog. Oh dad, I don't want to jog. I tell you what, we go jog, I'll go buy a new video game. How you like that? Yay, cool. And then while jogging, I make a little condition. Okay, son, check this out. I'll buy you this new video game, no problem. I got you every day, all day. But I'm saying after every hour of playing, me and you take a little bit of a jog. Oh dad, I tell you what, you do the jog, I'll buy you some snacks on the way back. Oh yeah, I will make incentives. But Brandon, it's counterproductive. No, it's called giving them the taste of walking. That's what it's called. Letting them walk. That's it. Why am I yelling so much? I'm trying to keep myself awake. I'm not even lying to you. I'm just trying to keep myself conscious so I don't. Next on the It's Just Brandon Podcast. Brandon falls asleep for 45 minutes. Oh, gosh. People would still listen to it just, oh, my God, is he still sleeping? I can't believe he's still, wait, is he want to wake up? Oh, no. No. Don't let him buy the clothes for you. No, you don't buy the clothes for me. What am I talking about? That would be the podcast. But, yeah. So obese kids, it's really about being vigilant, paying attention, and just knowing like your kid has feelings. So you can't come on, you fatty, get up fatty, push-ups fatty, move fatty, move. You can't drop those lines on them because you're just gonna make them an enemy to you. You're gonna have to just really grab, because it's your fault. Sorry, as a parent, if your kid's fat, it's your fault. Yeah, you fed them too much and you didn't get them to move around enough. Yes, there is a bad side to feeding them too much. You can feed them too much and not get them to do enough exercise. That will relate in a fat stir. It will definitely relate. It can relate in a fat stir. So, yes, that is your bad. So, kid, just, love your kid, make your kid move a little bit, and make sure you move. Set the example. If you're fat, your kid's going to be fat. Yes, if you're bulimic, your kid's going to be bulimic. So, make the effort. Make sure your body is how you'd want your kid's body to be, because you're going to be their role model on everything. That's another reason why Brandon doesn't have kids. Yay. All right. So, next on the recent, I took some time on that. Next on the recent events, police beat a man in front of son at a football game, right? There was this guy who was torn away from his son and beat with, with like the club, like, Rodney King style. He got beat really in front of his kid, and the cops were trying to go shield the kid away so the kid didn't see. Now, the reason the guy got beat, because the police said that he spat in their face. If you can get clubbed quarter of the way to death for spitting in their face, what do you get for hitting them? Shot? I don't know what police are, I don't know what police do anymore. You get shot if you run away, you spit in their face, they beat you to within, a quarter of your life, and it's just like, so where is that police that goes, listen, I'm going to write you a ticket? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe they didn't have any tickets. So it's like, I'm writing them, damn, I don't have any tickets. Boom, 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 boom. And then that's the explanation. What happened? Yeah, so the guy was becoming very hostile. He, he spit in my face, and, he looked like he had SARS, so, I had to take, defensive action against his biological attack on my person. I laugh, and I'm guaranteed that's in a police statement somewhere. It's messed up for the kid, because the kid's going to be scarred, and I do feel sorry for the kid. I just like, you don't spit in the cop's face. Black, white, South America, Colombian, whatever, you just don't do it. The police can kill you for nothing. So why give them a reason? The moment as a police officer I hear, I'm getting my hands on my baton. I'm going to go and let the spit touch me. Because the moment the spit touch my face, the baton's going to touch yours. Go ahead. Spit. I double dog dare you to stow your saliva from your mouth onto my facial region. I will club you, sir. I will club you, sir. And what happened? He was biologically attacking me. Yeah, he sure was. He biologically attacked me. Now I need to go to the doctor to make sure I don't have anything, because I do not know what that man had. You know what? For good measure, boom, one more time. You do not spit him off my face. I am Officer Baton. Yes, I changed my last name, because I will beat you down off the smallest infraction. But you can't beat us. I can beat you or shoot you. Oh, how you like me now? Booga! Oh, how you like me now? Booga! How you like me now? With the beat down, how you like me now? Booga, booga! That is definitely how my stage would be. But on the plus side, he was invited to watch that football team's last game. So hopefully he gets out and he's not concussed or, any broken bones or anything. He'll be able to sit there and watch, I like this. Yeah, this is a great game. Yes. Any security goes around, he starts to shake. Oh God. I'm not spitting. That will get you to never spit again. That, as traumatic as it may be, is a good method to stop. That's spit prevention right there. If anyone who ever spat on you got beat quarter of the way to death, they wouldn't be spitting on you no more. Oh no. Beat him till he was black. And now he don't spit no more. Beat him till he was black. Now he don't spit no more. Oh homie, why'd you spit it on me? Now I'm gonna beat you like you never seen. Gonna make your eyes swollen. Oh, I'm gonna beat you till you say no. That's right. Oh man. Last up in the recent events, a heartbroken woman leaps to her death in Dubai. Dubai is a beautiful place, by the way. Why would you die? Why would you leap to your death there? After her relationship with a wealthy businessman turned sour, she jumped off a building. Now, okay. Women, I don't get it. I'm sorry. You have the pick of the litter when it comes to men. Sure, sometimes you pick the outright bad ones, but, you got the pick. So, he must have been an amazing man, or she was a very money-grubbing individual. He showed her a life that she could have never believed. Like, she wiped her doo-doo with gold silk, and she ate food that was flown in, and she got massages every 45 minutes. She didn't have to do nothing. She didn't want for nothing. He said, you know what? I don't want you no more. Then she got to go back to normal life where there are no massages. There's no silk gold toilet paper. The food isn't flown in, you buy it. And you have to remember that you had something so much better. Get out of my way, I'm jumping! Ah! Okay, I'm not laughing at death because death is not funny, but I'm saying you can't, to kill yourself over that is so freaking, it's so immature. It's like you couldn't see the rest of your life past that. Was the money that good? Was the wealth that good? Was he that good? He dropped you so he couldn't have been that good. But I'm saying, like, you jump off a building. What about your mama, your aunt, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins that all love you? None of that matters because you can't get a massage every 45 minutes? She need a reality check. I'm sorry. She didn't tell anyone about that. She couldn't have. Because they would have been, look, I know it's bad, but killing yourself ain't going to bring it back. But it'll stop the pain. Actually, it'll cause you a lot more pain. No one's ever been recorded of dying, coming back and saying, hey, actually, that wasn't that bad. Yeah. Like they say, if you get shot in the back of the head, it's painless. How? Who did the field work? Who did the research? Show me who was patient A on the shot in the back of the head test, and it was like, pow, doo-doo, got back up. Actually, I didn't feel anything. I can say getting shot in the eyeball don't hurt because I'm not actually alive to tell you. I can't report back with my findings. Not that I would want to, mind you. I'd be the next Captain Hook. One eye, very angry, maybe trying to stab a little boy. But, you know what I mean? It's just, women, you're beautiful. All of you are. It's just when you don't think you are, it's the ugliest thing in the world. And I'm talking about personality here, and I'm not going to preach too much about it because I know you got better things to do. But when you look good on the inside, you're beautiful on the outside. When you're ugly on the inside, no matter how you look on the outside, you're an ugly person. You do ugly things. You don't have a good friend circle. You don't have a good life establishment. And what ends up happening, you end up dying alone, or you have a person that doesn't fulfill or satisfy your needs. You end up lying to yourself. I'm going too deep. This time I'm making sense, but I'm going too deep. I'm saying she jumped off a roof. Not the right decision. You broke up with someone. You go in a room. You get your phone. You play Neo So Sick out loud for 7 hours. And you wake up feeling better. That's what you do. You don't jump off a building. That's not cool. Because they shut down the building. Your family and friends are distraught. No one else can see you again. And you just have I wouldn't even give them a funeral. Like, what? You did what? Nah, I'm not going to give him a funeral. What about the respect to him? What respect? He jumped off a building. What is the respect? I'm pretty sure what's left of him I could put in a plastic bag. What respect are you talking about? He jumped off a building. Why? Because Frank said it's over? Forget Frank. He's a douche. He always has been. Oh, goodness. I'm hitting 40 minutes. Jesus Christ. All right. Now, moving on from that topic. I was riding the bike. I think I said this. I was riding the bike the other week, and I felt this foot pain. And I haven't felt it since. Thank God. I have not felt this pain since. But the pain has still been with me, like the psychological pain. So I've been riding my bike a lot more properly, which is cool. Doesn't help when the drivers are dumb, though. I'm a cyclist. Drivers, you know when you're in traffic. You know when you can't go any further. So just let a cyclist go. Why are you trying to inch ahead when there's nowhere to go? You are in traffic. Why are you trying to inch ahead of the cyclist when there's nowhere to go? Drivers, I tell you, I can never physically manifest how annoying that is, because if I did, I'd go to jail and I'd be paying you a lot in your insurance. But it's just so stupid when you guys do that. It's like you make me want to fall into your wing mirrors. And don't start a conversation with you. I'll be like, what you gonna do? Right away on my bicycle, you thinking, oh, what I did to you. Oh, man. It is really annoying, but, I get past it. It happened today, actually. I was riding my bike, going to work, hit this nice hill, got a nice, genuine boost of speed. This driver starts to pull out after the giveaway lines. I'm thinking, okay, it's all good. He pulls out to the giveaway lines and stop. I had to brake. I broke too late, though, and I was careening forward while braking. So I had to jump off the bike and put my feet on the ground to stop the bike's momentum. I was very annoyed. I was very upset. And I lost all of my speed. Meanwhile, Mr. Douche in the van places his foot gently on the pedal and just drives away. He just drives away. Why? Because you can do that with the power of gas. Me, I have the power of pedal. I have to keep pedaling till I built a momentum to gain speed to keep going. And the thing is, I actually planned my way to work pretty good, but because those douches with those cars, it'll put me off just by 5 minutes or even 7. And that will mess me up. Because then I'm like 7 to 10 minutes late for work, and they're like, Brandon, well, what are you doing? We're noticing about your timekeeping. Really? And I'll leave my house a half an hour early. Then maybe I'll get there on time. Yeah, maybe. When I only live 15 minutes away. Yeah. That was annoying. The training saga has begun, people. Your boy has been training a lot recently, and I gotta tell you, it's been feeling good. Training a lot, and it feels so good. Only problem is I sweat so friggin' much on my carpet. I have to scrub it down because I've lost much sweat on my carpet. And I won't lie to you, I can't smell it, so I think it stinks. So I'm gonna have to scrub it down maybe next week when I have some time. Just scrub the whole bad boy down and just, maybe just get all the smell out. Even if there's no smell, I want to scrub just for peace of mind. I want to scrub it. I want to scrub it out. I am tall and I'm 6'4", and while doing my squats, your boy knees started to freaking kill me. So I gave myself 2 days. By the way, I haven't jogged yet, people. I'm trying. Any motivational support you have to give me, because I'm trying to get up out my bed in the morning to jog. It ain't happening. I would want to jog now, but it's like, it's evening and people be seeing me. I don't want to jog and people looking at me, It's like I'm not Rocky Balboa. I want to jog in the dead of morning where there's no one out. I want to be able to jog in the street and then jog my way back home. No problem, no issue, no beef, no nonsense. But I'm not able to do it. That was a horrible run. I'm not able to do it because my body's just not doing it. So I've been getting a lot of sleep, which is good. I just need to get my ass in gear and do this jog. All right. Now to the main topic. Lazy guy and ambitious clothing. I wanted to talk about this because I think in every friend circle you have a lazy individual. And this lazy dude is just like, they're living the life. Maybe the parents are well off, or maybe they just don't care in regards to like having things. But like they always look at you and they're like, yo, yeah, what you're doing is cool. What you're doing is cool. And like, yeah, well, you can do this and try this and do this. I'm like, nah, I'm not really with that. Nah, I'm cool. I'm straight. It's like they have potential to do amazing things, and they have the ability, but they just won't. And these are the dangerous people because, like, they stunt like they were going to do something on their terms. They never do. They front, and it's the thing where you keep supporting and you keep saying, no, you can, and yeah, you can, and I can believe you can. You're just wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting your breath. And for what? Because the dude's a lazy prick. Normally when you're younger, you don't really understand, like, what good and bad friends are. Friends are friends unless they do something overt, like, pop your bike tire or something. But it's like a thing where when you have that lazy friend or that lazy person in ambitious clothing, they will talk a good game. Lord knows they know the words to say. They know what to put down. They know what to, get across, but they're just so smart in being lazy. Yeah, I went to the job interview, right? But the thing is, they said I needed this documentation, so I'll get the documentation. I'm going to go back to the interview. And I was like, if you find one of these people, don't try to help them. It's a waste of time. Don't argue with them either. That's a double waste of time. They're going to beat you. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. Don't do that. Don't do that. You find them, you see them, you listen to them, you walk away. And I say this because there's a lot of people out there that care, that really, really care, but will waste their time trying to help these people who say that, yeah, so I'm going to do this thing tomorrow. All right, cool. Tomorrow comes. Hey, go do the thing. I messed my back up, so, I can't really do it. And, so maybe, I'll get the next one. And the next one never comes. The next one never comes. Those are the dudes that will have 2 and 3 kids with no job. Those are the dudes, and don't get it twisted, ladies, they're you too. I'm talking about guys right now. And those are the dudes who will always be trying to do like a quick hustle to get somewhere and end up having to blow up in your face. And those are the dudes that lean on you for help when everything goes balls up. When they ain't got no money, they ain't got no friends to lean on, they ain't got no type of wherewithal and defend themselves to solve a problem, they hit you up. That's a problem. You need to stay away from these people because these people are very dangerous because they will definitely derail you if you let them. And by let them, I mean if you empathize. Empathy is a powerful thing, and you can't waste it on people who just ain't really with it. I'm sorry. I know I sound cold-blooded, and I don't intend to, but I think in this life that we live in, everyone has the ability to become amazing. Everyone has the ability to, surpass themselves. This is me being honest. I am like this. If I come from 4 generations of dudes who just had kids and didn't support them. By me not having kids, I've left a mark in my life, a better chapter. Why? Because I didn't subject, the future generations to what was happening to prior generations, the struggle and whatever. And it sort of works like that. Your empathy will land you in a bad situation because while you're empathizing, they're just, sucking it all up and, taking advantage of it. And you may not see it because, everyone has hard times. Nah, everyone does have hard times. But hard times literally are those times where you have to work a little harder to achieve those goals or dreams of yours. Hard times does not mean, I got to get a job. Everyone has to get a job. That's not hard times. It's a requirement, they're not paying me enough. No one gets paid enough, son. That happens in every job. That's why you have to stay hungry, keep pushing, be motivated. Deep down, deep down, lazy people know they're lazy. And yeah, my beef is going up against lazy people because I've seen people who can't do for themselves due to physical disability. I see people can't do for themselves because, they've been put in a trick bag by their family. So when I just see a person who has the facilities to do and they won't, I don't waste my time. And I'm dropping this podcast because I'm hoping no one else does after hearing this. If you don't believe me, I'll give you a test to drop to them. Here's the test, right? Give them 2 months to up their position. And in 2 months, what will happen is this. They will either up their position, they'll give you a BS excuse why they haven't, or within the first 3 or 4 weeks, they're like, I'm doing this, but I'm saying it's not coming together. I'm doing this. And they'll periodically let you know as it keeps going on. That in itself is a mark of progress. Laziness is by far one of the worst things in the world. It's like a disease almost. It steals the time and ambition of others that are actually trying to make that. And those are the people, the lazy ones, are the ones that find themselves by themselves with the most excuses. well, life dealt me a bad hand, man. And you know what I mean? I'm just saying that people need to understand that life ain't easy, son. It ain't easy. No, life ain't easy when you lazy, bruh. Brother, if you are listening to this right now and you are a lazy dude who wants to break their ways, get at me. I will be your anti-laziness coach. I'll be at you 6 in the morning with an email. Son, what you doing today? I'll be at you at 9:30 at night. Son, what did you accomplish today? 11:30, yo, what are you planning to accomplish tomorrow? Write it down. Put that plans in action. Move. Get to it. Because I believe a lot of brothers out there have potential, but they don't assert themselves because they either don't believe they can, either don't think they can, or they've just been told they can't, and they just slipped into laziness. Whatever the case may be, IJBPC@outlook.com. Lazy brothers, if you want to change your ways, get at me. If lazy sisters, you want to change your way, get at me. Because the world is a small place and life is short. The world is small, life is short, which means you do not have a lot of time to achieve your goals before you die. That wasn't even motivation. I was just like yelling at you. Just lazy shit. What's wrong with you? Don't you want better in life, you lazy son of a bitch? Oh, man. Okay, we're at the 50-minute mark, people. And I haven't lost my mind talking any jibber jabber, so let's get to these questions right quick. Hey, Brandon. I wanted to go on a holiday for the summer, but whenever I start to save money or for anything, something weird pops up, and I have to spend it. Family emergencies, friend crisis, or just a fluke bill. Is there any advice you could spare? They put an exclamation mark at the end, and I see why. Okay. First off, with money is very, 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 very nothing. Hear me out on this. Money is nothing. And I say money is nothing because the more emphasis you put on money, the more hold money has on you. You need to stop putting emphasis on money and put more emphasis on you as a person, how much value you carry as a person. I'm way over $1 million. I'm way over 5 million pounds. I'm way over that. That is how I rate myself. Money, if I don't have any money in my account, that doesn't affect me how I roll as a person. No, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. Second thing, you need to challenge yourself when it comes to money. If you're like me, you're competitive. I roll like this, right? I just opened up a savings account, this year. Me being, my age. I'm not going to say it aloud. I may have said it already. I'm not going to say it now. I just started a savings account. Now, I put money in my account. Now, here's what I would say. Put whatever money you put in. Let's say you start off £1. Put another £1 in next week. So you have £2. Then next week, put £2 in, so you got 4. Then next week, put 4, so you've got 8. So this way, you always have to keep aware of how much money you're spending because you want to be able to have that money to put in there, that double. And you stop once you get to your rent. Don't double after your rent. Start from 0 again and keep going. That is the rule. That way, your money becomes active. It's not just sitting there. And when it comes to family, emergencies, friend crisis, or fluke bill, bruh, your savings don't exist. Put it out of your mind. If someone says, do you have any money? You look in your main account. If that's there, that's there. If there's nothing there, you ain't got no money, son. You ain't got no money. You need discipline. Money, the only way you get money is with discipline. If you don't have discipline, you don't get money. Money, it will make a slave out of a fool, and a fool can never make a slave out of money. Understand, never. It takes a wise man to make money and a fool to get it all away. You know how it says, a fool and his money are soon departed? That's how it is. You need to be smart enough and wise enough. Look after your money. Look after how you're spending it. Look at the people around you. If there's always someone asking you for money, theoretically, I would assume you're borrowing the money unless it's, you're really cool. You give it away. That's, I get that. Borrow money, you get it back. If you don't get it back, get something, relevant. And if that's not happening, then before you do anything, just say, look, to all your family and friends, like, yo, I'm saving money. I'm saving money. This money doesn't exist because I'm saving it. So anything you got going on, I'm not down. I'm sorry, I'm not down. Don't break outside your discipline. Stay inside of it. Some people will call you cruel. Good. Some people will call you, harsh. Good. Some will say that you're being ridiculous. Good. Let them say whatever they want because at the end of the day, your life, your discipline, your money. So, double your money. Try that. And if that doesn't work, you may want to get an icer. Put a mount in there. You can't touch it. You can't touch it. If you do touch it, you get penalized. Do that. Do that. And the thing is, the longer you keep money and saving, the more interest builds. It's a beautiful thing. Interest on money is beautiful, you know? But it takes a certain amount of discipline to be able to, hello, Mr. Officers. Hope you catch your man. It takes an amount of discipline to be able to, get to that. So definitely use that tactic, and hopefully, it works out for you. Oh, that's 4 minutes, okay? Yo, Brandon, my relationship, it has reached its end. My girlfriend and I have been going out for 5 years. 5 years. And I don't feel the spark anymore. That's sad. I cringe when she's around me and take a sigh of relief when she leaves. Jesus Christ, what kind of girl are you dating, dude? What else? How should I end it? I don't hate her. I just don't want to be in a relationship anymore. Okay. Boy, you need to just have a serious talk with her. Sit her down and just say, because she's probably feeling the same way. After 5 years, you get a good feeling of each other. If you're like showing that vibe of I'm not really into it, she's probably thinking the same thing. She probably is. And I'm not going to lie to her. You don't owe it to her to be straight up with her. You owe it to yourself. Because the last thing you want to do is end it in a way which is, cowardly, because then that's a part that reflects on you, and then that stays with you forever. So straight up and down, sit her down, tell her what's going on. But you got to think, can you live without her? We, as people, have a tendency to neglect heavily what is always there. It's a terrible habit. A terrible, terrible, terrible habit. Because when you find someone that makes you happy, which she had to have once upon a time, if you made it to 5 years, she had to have made you happy once upon a time, right? So if she has made you happy once upon a time, then, you really just owe it to yourself. You really owe it to yourself to just, think, would I be okay if she wasn't there? Would I be cool if she wasn't around me? Would I not miss her? Would I not miss her presence? Presence is a big thing, people. Someone's presence is a very, very big thing. When it's gone, it's gone. And if you realize too late, then you could be hurting. So, make sure that you're actually making the right decision. If you need to, do a break. See how you feel without her there. And I don't mean a break as in we won't talk for a week, a month. End it. And then, if you make the mistake and you realize it's horrible and need her back, then go get her back. But there's a chance you can lose her. This is what happens when love is too prominent in a relationship. You can't love someone in a relationship too much, because if you just love them, it's dead. You need to be in love with them. You need to have an active, evolving, a freaking raging rapid of love with a person, being in love with them actively. Because if not, it becomes stagnant and it becomes dead. And then what happens, you may change the water and realize, you know what? I like the fish that was in that pond. Damn, I messed up. So, yeah, if you don't want to be with her, fair dues, I respect that. Sit her down, tell her what's the beef. Don't do anything crappy like, have sex, and don't have a last dinner. Sit her down in the house, talk to her, let her know what's going on, let her know how you feel. There's a good chance she's feeling the same way if it's 5 years. And then end it amicably. You guys can be friends afterwards, You got that connection still there. Well, not if she makes you cringe, but, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like some talking needs to be had. So communication. So, yeah. Ooh, 2 minutes. Next up. What's up, Brandon? The temptation of other women is really getting to me. My girlfriend is great, but we live very far from each other, and she regularly pisses me off, which makes me want to give in to the temptation to spite her. What should I do? Masturbate. I'm sorry, I didn't think about that. You need to masturbate. I'll tell you why. If you cheat on her, it will haunt you for the rest of your relationship. Because to cheat on someone breaks trust. And if you could break trust with her, you're going to think she could break trust with you. You're going to become paranoid. You're going to become very uncomfortable in your own skin. And you're going to always have this cloud looming over your head of guilt. And that guilt's going to be like, why'd you do it? Why'd you cheat? Why didn't you just leave? Why? Listen, if you cheat on her, you are dead wrong. If you break up with her, you are dead wrong. You are a guy. You have no way of getting out of that situation looking good. You're wrong if you dump. You're wrong if you cheat. Let's get that clear. There is well, it would have been better if you would have broke up. Shut your mouth. Only an idiot says that. Only an idiot. You do not know How many people, how many guys are the absolute bane of a female's existence because he dumped her? Sorry, ladies are fickle when it comes to this thing. Brother, you need to just you need to beat that temptation down, and you need to rediscover the love you have for your lady. If that's talking dirty to your lady, do that. If that's being flirty with her in public, do that. But temptation, and whatever's tempting you, whatever female's tempting you, get away from her. Get away from her. Because that chick can be the destruction of your relationship. Because if you do the do and cheat on your girlfriend with this female, you're not going to go out with this female. Why? Because you're not going to trust her. Why? Because you met her while you were in a relationship and she broke up yours. How do you know that a dude ain't going to, sweep her off her feet? You don't. Do not do it. And I'm not saying don't cheat because it's wrong. I'm not saying don't cheat of any respect for it. I'm saying because you will disrespect yourself. It will haunt you to the end of your days, and it will warp you as a person. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. If it's really messed up, I would say, yeah, dump her. And nothing elongated, nothing, Dawson's Creek, nothing, oh, baby, well, you just don't understand the love I have. No, look, it's over. Bye. Bang. You don't owe her any more than that. The fact that you told her that truth, that's enough. You paid the piper. That is it. That's all you owe. Do not think you owe anything else. So, yeah, don't cheat. Flirt with her. Be playful with her. Rediscover the love for her. Or dump her. Those are your options, okay? Don't cheat. Rediscover. Or end, okay? That's what I'm telling you. Last question, then I'm out this piece. What's good, IJB? My friend's going through some serious personal issues, but whenever I ask her, oh, it's a girl, I'm okay, well, she replies, I'm okay. Clearly they're not, but I don't want to force it. Is there any way I can help her? Like write a letter to her parents or something? Any advice? Okay, never do that. Don't undermine the person that you want to help, because then that makes you an enemy. Yeah, this sounds cruel, and I really know it does. If you ask, are you okay? And they say, yes, I am. Then they jump off a bridge the next day. Your conscience is clear. You asked them. You spoke to them. You tried to get them to open up. They chose not to, then chose to jump off a bridge. You cannot help a person that does not want to be helped. It sucks when you're an empathetic person, because Lord knows you want to help everyone, because Lord knows you want everyone to have a nice life that's beautiful and all the rest of this crap. But you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. That's me being very definitely real with you. If you do, you're just going to drive a wedge between them, because you're going to have to force your way up into their beef, the issue. Don't do it. It's a testament to how close they feel to you, really. If they have a problem and they just want to shut you out, then they're not really that cool for you. And they don't really respect your friendship, because friendship requires effort. If you didn't give a crap, it'd be like this. Oh, man, I just feel so low and everything's just crashing around me and I don't know what to do. Hey, buddy, I'm watching Powerpuff Girls, okay? I'm watching Powerpuff. Blossom's having a big problem. Don't need to hear yours, okay? All right. Thank you. Have a good day. Inconsiderate. Jesus. That's what would be going on, but it's not. So you want to help? Look, just drop to him like this. I know something's wrong with you. And yeah, and to be honest, sometimes you need to be upfront like this, because it's nice to wait for a person to tell you that their problem is a problem or whatever. But if you have common sense, God gave it to you for a reason. Please use it. Roll up on them simply like, look, you have a problem. I get you don't want to talk to me about it, but don't tell me you're okay when you're not. I can see you're not okay. All right? And the reason I ask is because I care. Now, I'm sure you're going to deal with this in your own way, but if it's a thing where this is happening over and over and over again and you don't want to talk to me, then I don't really need to be around you, because I'm around you because I care. I'm your friend. I care. If you don't want to talk, I get that. Cool. But I'm not going to be around watch you all sad and depressed and mopey. I'm not here for that. I'm your friend. I'm here to help. I'm here to be there for you, thick and thin, So, yeah, do what you're going to do and leave it at that. Don't write a letter to the parents. You don't want to get the parents involved. She could be doing drug trafficking or have a pimp or be pregnant. You don't know. So don't get the parents involved. There's a good chance the parents already know what's going on. Maybe not in intricate detail, but they know the daughter is not cool. So leave that. Do not do that, okay? Never, ever do that. People, it has been an hour, 4 minutes, and 17 seconds. It has been a fantastic Wednesday afternoon, evening. I want to thank you guys for getting down with the It's Just Brandon podcast. Any questions, any comments, any issues, holla at your boy at IJBPC@outlook.com. I'm going to be working on my website soon because your boy is doing a lot of writing. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm going to definitely definitely working on website to let you guys know about gigs and stuff I got going up. And I'm going to let you guys know about things I'm writing and filming. And yeah, so guys, it's been real. Thank you for listening. God bless and have a great Wednesday. Or as